What's up, everybody? It's me, Sergio, with Mobility Direct, and I'm super excited to tell you all about the new Golden Technologies Eagle all-terrain scooter. We're one of the first dealers in the country to get our hands on one, and we've learned a lot about this thing in typical Mobility Direct fashion, torturing the heck out of it, okay? I mean, we've done things to this scooter that you should never try at home, and we have a video showing you the torture test. Today, I'm going to do a deep dive and a full-blown review, tell you all about the specs, what I like about it, more importantly, what I don't like about it, and talk about how it stacks up against other in-class models that can support up to 500 pounds, designed for some serious off-roading. Before I get into that, though, let's tune into some epic action shots, shall we? All right, folks, hopefully you enjoyed those action shots. Now, I've got the specification sheet that Golden Technologies, the manufacturer, produced, but there are more specifications that we have on our website, and I'm going to put all those extra specifications on the screen at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned. I'm also going to put a hidden message on the screen somewhere towards the end of the video. If you spot it, it's going to give you access to a discount code that you can use to save big on your purchase at mobilitydirect.com. So let's go ahead and dive right into things. Now, obviously, the Eagle All-Terrain is famous for being an off-road all-terrain machine. It has huge 13-inch pneumatic tires on the front and the rear, about 6.5 inches wide. This thing is equipped with front and rear suspension coils that are truly designed for the beaten path. These are adjustable suspension coils that you would normally see on an ATV. And by the way, this is my new addition to the household here, Rusty, our Catahoula puppy. He is showing you that it's also comfortable and spacious enough to take your four-legged loved one on a ride with you, which we do all the time. Now let's talk about some of its unique features before I bore you to death with all the specifications. First of all, it has a Bluetooth speaker system. Let's take a look at this dash together. So you've got 3 different themes for the display, which is pretty nice. It's kind of like a smart car or an electric car. Nowadays, you've got all these cool different display features on your dash, just like here on a scooter. Now you have those options as well. Typical speed control knob to adjust the top speed, which, by the way, is 11 miles per hour, but you can limit that top speed. So no matter how far back you pull on this throttle, it's going to be limited if you have that speed potentiometer set at halfway or all the way down. It does have 2 mirrors that come for free and a single-handed use Delta tiller. So what does that mean? You can control the forward and the reverse functions with one hand, whether it's your left hand or your right hand. Pretty nice. You've got turn signals. You've got your lights on and off switch, your hazard mode switch, and your horn. Now we do have a tilt adjust lever, so you can tilt the tiller closer to you or further away from you. The charging port's right here on the left-hand side. There's a little dust cover for it. And you have a USB charging port here, an SD card reader, which you can use to put MP3 files and listen to your favorite tunes straight from a little SD card. It also has Bluetooth with a really loud speaker system, which I'm super impressed by. You also have an NFC smart chip, which is like a key, so you can actually keep this if you'd prefer not to use the universal keys, which a lot of people worry about. You know, someone coming by and stealing your unit with duplicate keys that work on pretty much every other Eagle all-terrain scooter. So with the NFC chips, these are programmed specifically to this device. People wonder, do you need to actually have the keys? No, you don't. You just wand this here where it's got the little signal or the icon for the NFC.
All on. Bluetooth mode.
And it's on, and it just said Bluetooth mode enabled. So if you've got a smartphone device, you can link up your Bluetooth and listen to your tunes. It's a very loud speaker system. The volume control is done through your device on your phone, and you do have a couple of toggle options here to toggle between your next track, start, play, pause, etc. What's also pretty neat is that there is a little cubby for a smartphone, and I have an extra large smartphone which fits in there even with the case perfectly. Nice little touch there to keep your phone handy, and if you're ready to turn your volume up and down, my volume switches are right here. I don't even need to take it out. Pretty cool. You also have 2 cup holders down below and a little area to put your keys and a couple of other small belongings right in front of the floorboard, which is very spacious, by the way. I have a size 12 boot, and I fit in there no problem. This captain seat is super comfortable, by the way. We'll talk about that in just a second. I have a size 12 shoe. I'm fitting in there just nicely. Now, as I start to make my way in towards the middle, the little storage area that pushes back, you can see it does kind of force my toe up a little bit. Again, size 12, 12 and a half sometimes, depending on the type of shoe, but you do have the option to go up high here. And the seat is height adjustable, so if you feel like your legs are up too high, you can actually lower the seat height, raise the seat height quite a bit. And again, you can bring the tiller closer to you, further away from you. Now, the seat also has an option to slide back, slide forward. Not only that, you can rotate the seat not 360 degrees, 180 degrees, and it's going to lock into position every quarter of a turn. So if you want to get in and out, it's a lot easier to do so when you're facing left or right. And I like to bring the armrests up too to get in and out. It makes it a lot easier. All right, now let's talk about the seat. You know it rotates, it slides forward, it has flip up armrest. And by the way, there's a lot of specs that I might not cover. If you have a question, leave them in the comment section. I will reply within 1 business day. You could also claim a copy of our free product catalog to learn more about not only this product, all of our products. It's free. To claim a copy, just go to our website, mobilitydirect.com, click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog, fill out the simple short form. You'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops. Or you can call the number below. Speak with one of our non-commissioned sales experts, give them your address by phone, ask them a question. They'll process that request for you and answer any questions you may have. So again, the seat, full captain seat with a full headrest. The armrests are height adjustable and width adjustable. You've just got these little tension knobs that you loosen up. For example, on the height, you loosen this up, bring the armrest up, tighten it back up. Same thing with the width, loosen up this knob, and you can open up more space in between each armrest. There's actually 2 knobs for the width adjust, so loosen them both up a little bit. This is an off-road scooter, guys, so you may need to come back and tighten this every once in a while, depending on how aggressive you are with going off-road. If it's shaking and vibrating a lot, they do get loose. It's normal. Now, what I really like about this seat is how high the backrest is. It's almost 24 inches, full headrest, 20 inches wide, 18 inches deep. Very big, very comfortable seat. Again, this is a 500-pound weight capacity scooter, so if you're a big guy like me, I'm about 6 foot tall, 215 pounds or above, you're going to feel really comfortable in this thing and confident knowing you have the power to tackle some of the most aggressive off-road terrains out there. Now, as far as the batteries are concerned, it does come with 2 12-volt batteries. You can either get 75 amp hour or for an upgrade fee, you can get 100 amp hour batteries. It's going to give you about 34 miles with the standard battery. So if you upgrade to the 100 amp hour, you'll probably get closer to 40, maybe 45. And guess what? We just got some lithium batteries that are aftermarket. We're going to put them in here, test it out, and see if we can break a 100-mile record with batteries on this thing using lithium. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about what it's like to upgrade your scooter to lithium. The batteries are half the weight, and they give you double the range in most cases. Now, as you can see here, we have the red color. It is available in gray as well. Keep that in mind. And in the future, they might release more color options. Now, let's see what else. Coming around the back here, we do have a full light package in the back and in the front. Now, check this thing out. You've got a weatherproof storage bin that comes for free. This thing is awesome, super spacious. You do have anti-tip wheels in the back, and I love the way the bumper pad in the back and the front look. It kind of reminds me of that movie Jeepers Creepers. I don't know if you remember that semi-truck, but it's just got that look, like super aggressive, scary looking on the front and the back. Anti-tip wheels here. You've got your automatic brake switch. So yes, it does have automatic magnetic brake. So if you just let go of the throttle, it's going to come to a stop, and it's going to be in park mode. It's not going to roll down a hill uncontrollably if you run out of battery power or anything like that. But if you do need to push it in neutral mode, like if your battery dies and you need to push it somewhere, you just flip this switch up to the neutral position and you can push it in freewheel mode, no problem. So yeah, here's the front end that I was telling you about. Nice little golden logo insignia here. Really nice, sharp, bright headlights, and that design on the front that I just think looks like a super aggressive front end of a semi-truck, if you will. Now, I want to show you up close and personal what the suspension coils look like on this thing, because they are truly impressive. Now, I lifted up the scooter just so you can get some natural sunlight pointing directly at those suspension coils, which are adjustable. Again, these are some performance-style shocks, not your average cheap-looking, flimsy mobility scooter shocks that you're used to seeing. And look at those tires. I mean, those tires are freaking huge, knobby, aggressive. And if you look at that frame assembly and the design, all the wires are completely protected. I mean, they thought about everything. Steel frame, really high-end design. I'm super excited to really get to know this thing even better. Hey, Daisy. This is his sister, by the way. This is Daisy, Rusty's sister. Now, as far as the motor and the controller are concerned, this motor is rated for a peak watt output of around 3,120 watts. It has a 200 amp controller in there. This thing is meant for some serious off-roading, tons of power, and because it's made by Golden Technologies, it comes with an excellent industry-leading parts warranty. You get 2 years on the electronics, 1 year on the battery, lifetime limited warranty on the frame, and they're so confident in their build quality that they include a 1-year in-home repair contract for free. If anything goes wrong, as long as it's a warranty-approved claim in the first year, you don't got to go anywhere. A technician's coming to your home to solve the issue. All right, folks, now before I dive into the rest of the specs, I do want to just say personally, thank you so much for watching our videos and for subscribing to our YouTube channel. It means the world to us. We couldn't do it without you. And by the way, did you know that part of every sale at Mobility Direct goes towards funding our mission to give back to the disabled community? That's right, folks. We give away mobility scooters and power wheelchairs to people in need all the time. A lot of these folks are veterans or just individuals that are homeless, struggling to get around with a walker, a cane, or a manual beat-up wheelchair. And we show up, we give them the gift of mobility and change their lives. We oftentimes have cameras rolling too. If you want to watch some of these heartfelt moments, make sure to check out our giveaway playlist. I'll put the link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. And if you want to be a part of that movement, consider shopping at Mobility Direct, or tell someone you know who needs a mobility scooter to consider mobilitydirect.com. Tell them about our YouTube channel. Share this video on your Facebook page. Spread the word. Together, we can make a difference, one mobility device at a time. I'm going to go ahead and rattle off some of the specs here for those of you that are wondering how big it is, right? Because you may be thinking you want to put it in your vehicle, or if you have a vehicle lift or a trailer, that's important to know. So the overall length is 63 inches. The overall width, 31.7 inches. It's getting close there. If you're going to fit it through a doorway, you better check your doorway and measure it out, because again, it's 31.7 inches. It has a height of 56.5 inches to the top of the back rest of the seat when it's fully up in the upright position. From the ground to the top of the seat is 26.5 inches. However, the seat is height adjustable by 1 inch. Now, from the ground to the top of the deck is 7 inches. So you do have to have the ability to climb up a 7-inch deck if you need to. Now, from the deck to the top of the seat, it's about 19.5 inches. Now, the wheelbase, which is basically the distance from the front axle to the rear axle, which is important if you have a platform lift that you're going to install in the hitch receiver of your pickup truck or SUV. You will need a heavy-duty vehicle to support this weight. It is 43.75 inches from axle to axle. Now, this thing weighs a lot. So like I said, you're going to need a heavy-duty vehicle lift and a big truck or SUV. Now, with the standard batteries, this thing is going to weigh well over 300 pounds, 377 pounds to be exact. So again, if you need a vehicle lift, we sell heavy-duty lifts, but you need a heavy-duty vehicle that can support that sort of tongue weight. Give us a call, speak with our vehicle lift experts, give them the year, make, and model of your car. We'll see what we can do to get you set up with something like this. It could fit in the back of a van. If you have a ramp, you fold the seat down all the way, and you could probably roll it right in there, but that's not really suitable for a lot of people that don't have minivans and a ramp, so keep that in mind. It's not really meant to travel with a lot. This is something that you're probably going to use if you have property, you live on a farm, and you have really rough terrain, not just sidewalks and maintained grass that looks like a golf course, okay? Now, we are going to compare this model against other in-class models that are meant for off-road, made by other brands. This is the one model made by Golden Technologies that's going to be able to compare to like an off-road ATV ATV that's gas powered. With that being said, it's an electric mobility scooter, so it's not going to have the incline climbing ability and the raw power that you get out of a gas powered ATV or some of these other mobility scooters that are meant for off-road, but it does have a pretty powerful setup. It just has its limitations. I will also say that it has a safety feature that personally, sometimes one of the cons I would say gets in the way of when you're going really fast and you want to do a tail whip and make some of that dust kick up and tear up some dirt, see it fly out of the back. It's not going to really happen because it has a safety feature that really slows you down right when you're about to make a turn at high speeds. So if you're looking for something to have fun, to go mudding with and burn out with, not really. This is designed with safety in mind. It is a Class 2 medical device. That being said, Class 2 medical devices come with high-quality electronics, craftsmanship, and engineering. They even have a service technician guide for this model. So for me as a technician, I can literally walk through every component and know exactly how to test it, down to the voltage, resistance ratings, using continuity tests on all the different wire harnesses. It's all spelled out for me. And that's what I love about Golden Technology products. They really care not just about the end user, but the technicians. So it is very technician friendly. If you have any issues at all, it should be in and out of the shop in no time. You're not going to be second guessing with a user manual made in a different language. Golden Technologies is based right out of Pennsylvania in the United States. They have an excellent quality control process before they ship out anything. They inspect it very thoroughly. So you can have peace of mind knowing you're getting that warranty, that in-home service plan, and it's made by a company you can trust, Golden Technologies. Well, folks, I had a lot of fun today. I hope you did too. If you have any questions, don't forget to put them in the comments section, and make sure you subscribe while you're here. It's free. You'll get notified when we release the next video. Again, this is the Eagle All-Terrain by Golden Technologies. I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Stay tuned for that hidden message that might be on the screen here very shortly. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.